So I don't know who needs to hear this. And this may be unpopular opinion, but I'm going to tell you something. Single people, Valentine's Day is coming up. And I want to free you. I want to free you. You can stay home. You can absolutely stay home. Some of y'all have already mastered and passed plenty classes of the staying home manual. Okay, y'all know exactly what to do when it's time to stay home and when to stay home. This is for the people who may struggle with staying home for holidays like this. And you're like, sis, I'm supposed to be outside. I'm supposed to be seen. I got to be positioning myself. I got to do what I need to do to be out here. You ain't got to do it on that day. You ain't even got to do it on the days leading up or after that date. You can still stay home. And let me tell you why. For some of you, it's a distraction. For some of you, you have not sat long enough by yourself to even understand you at all. So every single time this holiday comes around, or different holidays, or you feel a certain way, you want to get up and out. You got to leave the house. You got to feel like you got to do something in order to be the person you're supposed to be, to show up for and to position yourself for, to finally get the guy, to feel like you got to scroll on a dating app when essentially you don't have to do anything. You can just be at home. Now, when I say be at home, I'm not saying you just go ahead like I used to do, okay? I used to go ahead, get that good remote, get my house shoes, get my pajamas on, and just sit up, relax, Netflix, scroll, do all the things, right? But one of the things I remember that I failed doing was actually allowing God to love me more, like to love on me, to open up my emotions, how I feel about that breakup, about that date that didn't go well, about how I feel about really being transparent and saying, yes, I am lonely. Yes, I want a companion. Yes, I want somebody next to me. But talking to God about it, like actually opening up my word and allowing God's love letter to pour over me so that I can be content in my singleness. And then maybe you're like, sis, that's just overly spiritual. You mean I got to stay at home and open my Bible, listen to worship music, and have God love on me? Like, oh my goodness. Maybe, sis, this is something you ain't done in a while, okay? A lot of y'all had made new goals this year, and you can say it, made new goals to say 2025, I want to start XYZ, and you still haven't started that. Now, I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying that everything was supposed to work out perfectly, because it's not. There's a lot of things that I said I was going to do, and it still didn't pop off yet, right? But what I'm saying is, how about you continue to press the reset button? It's okay to reset. It's okay to even reset even when you started something and it just failed. Press the reset button. And truth be told, you haven't disciplined yourself enough to continue to, when you have situations that arise, when you have emotions, when you have triggers, you don't stop to go and let God's love pour over you. You don't go and listen to worship music to help you get in the zone with Jesus. You don't read the scriptures like you're supposed to. You haven't memorized those important scriptures that you can stay in tune with every day to walk you through this life the right way, right? In your singleness, to be content. So how about, instead of worrying about what you're doing on Valentine's Day, leading up to Valentine's Day, after Valentine's Day, focus on what God wants for you to do. And listen, if you already have plans made, totally fine. If you are going out, maybe you've been asked on a date, by all means, do what you need to do. All I'm saying is, for those that don't have nothing to do and are feeling shackled by trying to feel like they have to have something to do, you don't have to do it at all, right? Some of you have to hone in and start focusing on loving you more. And this is for men and women, okay? Whoever's listening to this, if this is something that, if you feel pulled, this is probably for you. And although Valentine's Day isn't biblical, right? It's not something we would find, oh, Valentine's Day in the Bible, it's a tradition. It's not like that, right? But it is something that can be that thing for you to remind yourself just about God's love. You ain't got to worry about what the world say. You ain't got to worry about what culture says, what TV says, what I ain't even, that ain't it, right? Because that's of the world. That's we should be focused on what God wants for us, okay? So all I'm saying to you is, take a step back. You don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. You ain't got to get out there and date right now if you don't want to. You don't have to go find somebody because you need somebody. Like, maybe this is the season for you to sit back and to be loved on. And this is how I can help. And maybe you're like, sis, I'm tired of this cycle of dating. I'm tired of meeting men that don't share the aligned values that I have. I'm tired of attracting these type of men. I'm just tired of my mindset. Like, I want a better mindset wrapped around dating now so that I can date with confidence. I want to be able to be whole and happy, and I want to be able to have a good time out on dates. I don't want to have the pressure that I now feel, the rush that I feel. I want to be able to know and be content and be able to rock with the guy and be able to be okay if something doesn't work out. I want to be content. Well, listen, this is why I created Can't Wait to Date. From dating frustration to dating confidence. It's a self paced course that you can walk through and you can say, listen, whoo, I see the mindset. I'm identifying those patterns. I'm dating with ease. And listen, I invited my husband to come along with me on this journey with you so that he can teach you from a male's perspective what dating looks like and how you can navigate dating with communication and conversations as well. And listen, it's amazing. This will take you on a journey you have never imagined. And so I want you to go ahead and grab them. So maybe you're like, maybe this Valentine's Day, I need to invest into something. Well, listen, invest into that. Treat yourself. This is a form of self care. You may not see it like that, but this is the journey you need to start now. Break those cycles, sis. Cultivate a healthy relationship for the next time. When it's time that God has for you that presents a good guy in front of you, you would know what to do next, right? You would know how to handle it. So, if you are interested and you're ready to get started, go ahead and DM Can't Wait. All right, DM Can't Wait, and let's get started. I'll share with you some nuggets. And listen, I want y'all to have a healthy and whole year. All right, season. It's for you. I love y'all. Have a good day. Bye.